Folks, Ryan here coming to you with a brand new video, and I'm trying to update because I've been watching the, the war situation here because I'm trying to understand what's going on, trying to make sense of this whole scenario where the United States of America and the uh, Israel decided to attack Iranians in the middle of a negotiation. Not sure why they chose that specific time to do so. Maybe to catch them at the, catch them with their pants down, like they did the first time. But I think that didn't work out um, quite well this time. So the U.S. Israel decided to carry out an attack on the Iranians. Should be a surprise attack, but I'm not sure if the Iranians are surprised by that attack because it happened before during a negotiation because the US does not want the Iranians to have nuclear weapons, and this is what they have been saying for a long time. No nuclear weapons for you Iranians. So they decided to go to a nuclear talk so that way they can actually invite some peace into to see if they can find some common ground and have and to avoid the war situation. But that didn't happen as we can see. So um, the president of Iran, well, not the president, the supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah Khomeini, has been assassinated. So they are trying to figure out here, who the next leader is going to be and so forth, blah blah blah. I personally don't think any of that matters right now. Who the next leader is going to be, it doesn't matter. What we know is the leader of the country, or what the supreme leader of the country, has been assassinated. That is what we know. So what's gonna happen from moving forward? What's going on here? Because I'm listening to this thing here for quite some time now. Hello, hi Scott. And I'm trying to understand what's really going on here. Who's gonna take over? It doesn't matter. It could be a better guy, could be a worse guy. What we know right now, Abraham Lincoln. So what's up? So what we know that the supreme leader of Iran has been assassinated along with some more generals. And I heard that some US troops got killed also as well because the Iranians are attacking the entire Arab Gulf states, right? Yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, these guys are exchanging fire at a powerful rate, at a at an extensive rate that we have never really seen before. So we have this going on right now with a whole a bunch of shooting back and forth going on. The Iranians are saying that um, thank you very much, Scott. So the Iranians are saying that, hey, we were at the negotiation table, and this is what we get while we were trying to negotiate. The US were saying that, well, um, thank you very much, Scott. So the Iranians are saying, well, you know, um, we are trying to talk to you guys, but here you guys are killing us while we are trying to talk to you guys. I have no, I have no dog in this fight. Really, I don't. But I'm trying to understand What's the outcome for the US because they are involved in this war and I live in the USA. So I am trying to figure out what is the outcome for the United States of America. What's going to happen here? I don't really see a good outcome. What I see is the US is going to spend more money and more money. I do not know. I do not know if you see one. I don't know if you see the radar base. I think that was in one of those the Emirates or whatever that those radar base was in. The radar base or the radar installation. It cost over $1 billion, 1.2 billion, something like that. That radar base was hit by a drone which cost $20,000. So I am not sure if this make any real good sense for the US. If it worth this sacrifice, if it worth this type of sacrifice. I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I really don't know. But I am trying to understand here the outcome. What are they trying to achieve here? They're saying they're trying to achieve regime change. Okay, regime change includes taking out their leaders and military people and um, you know political leaders and all these type of people. Remind you now, they are trying to kill them. So if you are trying to kill somebody, just understand that they might fight back, and that's something that people needs to take into consideration. You can tell me that, well, they are horrible people, they are bad. It doesn't matter. You are trying to kill the guy, and he is going to fight back. That's it. Period. Point blank. Okay. Now, how is this thing gonna end? Is it gonna end in where it is reasonable for everybody? Where the Israeli come out saying, well, we achieved certain things, where the Americans came out and said, well, we achieved certain things, where the Iranians came out and said, we also achieved certain things as well. So let's find a better solution other than going back to war. That would be the likely scenario. That would be something that I would hope, aspire to see. I don't believe that's gonna happen at all. I highly doubt it. This is going to be a fight till hopefully it doesn't extend to other parts of the world and other people start to get involved and get dragged in and make it more massive than it needs to be. I don't know how many countries the Iranian strikes are in, like 8 countries I think they hit already. We have never seen that before. Where like these Gulf Arab states has never really been hit before. First time, they have been hit this hard by one of their neighbors. I think Saddam Hussein trying to invade Kuwait back in the 90s, and that didn't turn out too well for him because the Americans were able to get in there and took care of that real quick and eliminate the Iraqi army. But in this case right now, is this was this smart for President Trump to get involved in, or maybe he was just looking for a quick solution, or he was looking for something quick. Go in there, drop drop a couple of bombs, and then started on the weekend, and then by Monday, things will be over with, and then stock markets will open back up and everything, and people will start to like move on with their life because we tend to forget things really, really fast here as human beings. That is just how we are. And then the Iranians could move on with their lives and go rebuild their country, and then the Israelis could go rebuild their country, and then America could go focus on American interests like they always do. I do not see that happening right now. This is so unpredictable what's going on here. Are they going to use nuclear weapons? I'm thinking about that too because Trump's saying, well, you guys might see a type of force we might use we might have unleashed a type of force that the world has never seen before. The last time that happened, that was back what 1945 with the Japanese after they invaded Pearl Harbor. I am thinking here. Hopefully, that is not the scenario. We don't want anybody to be bombed by nuclear weapons. We just don't. I am not. I don't have that in me. I am not a cruel person. And furthermore, many Iranian people, we have no beef, so I don't. It's not in my DNA to see them getting, they get destroyed and obliterated. It's just not. It's not in me at all. I do not have that type of mindset where to see a whole bunch of people died in a short while in some nuclear attack. But it could go there, and this is serious. We might see nuclear weapons used in our lifetime. Like I said, the last time that was used, probably that was back in Japan, 1945, where it ended the war between the American and the Japanese. So we know that the Israelis and the Iranians doesn't get along. There are some long-standing feud there going on there between those two countries. And I'm not sure how they will ever resolve that problem. I can't see that really, that situation resolved. They are going to be enemies for a very long time to come. But I'm wondering if there's going to be any intervention, any reasonable intervention. The Europeans, the Russians, the Chinese, and the Americans. I want to see if they're, and the Gulf Arab states who are also getting hit as well, if they are going to talk. Because this would be a good time now to have some peace talks. But I don't know how level-headed people are right now because there's lots of emotions going on here. And some people are happy and some people are not. The Iranians, of course, wants revenge. So they retaliated. The Americans are not, guys who are going to just sit back and watch their bases get blown up and don't do anything at all about it. Highly doubt that. And that is just not going to happen. So it makes it unlikely for these countries and also the Israelis in there too as well. I can't see them coming to the table to talk right now. I don't believe that is going to happen either. So reason. So is there gonna is there are there gonna be any reasonable outcomes when it comes to this current war situation that's going on? I am still waiting to hear certain, because I'm not hearing anything at all about enough is enough. Let's start saving lives. Let's put aside our differences and let's start talking, despite how painful it is. I'm not hearing any of that. All I'm hearing is, you did this back then, and the Iranians are saying you did this to us too. And the Israelis are saying that these people are just terrorists, they're just cruel, evil people. And the Iranians are saying that, well, the Americans and the Israelis are just, criminals. So words are going, people are saying stuff about each other, name callings are going on, missiles are firing off, cities are getting bombed, people are getting, destroyed. What do we do now in this situation? Wait and see how many people got eliminated. Because this is this is not going to be like one guy just come in and just bomb, and then um and then the other guy said, well, I just get hit, I'm gonna take the hit and turn the other cheek. No, we have never seen the US anybody attack any of their properties or their bases on this scale. We have never seen that before up until now. This is the first time we have ever seen any country in the world actually hit back when the US hits. So this is a different situation here, different scenario. We went to Iraq a couple times, Afghanistan also, and we just bombed the living daylight out of those people over there, those countries. Recently, we went to Venezuela. We just took the president because it's nothing. This situation was far more different. The U.S. came in a blitzkrieg type of attack, and lay waste to the presidential compound where Imam Khomeini was at the time before his martyrdom. And they did this during the month of Ramadan, while he was fasting. I am not sure if that was a good idea, if they weren't thinking about all these things. Because who knows if these guys think anymore, or they are just going off of ego or belief system. Who knows? I think that wasn't might not be the smartest thing to do. Somebody else can say, well, I think it was smart to just go in there and just take the guy out. I don't know. Because I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this whole situation here. It does not make a whole lot of sense to me why the US is doing this and for what reason, because they are losing a lot of money doing this. They are not gaining any money at all doing this, right? Their missile interceptors, those cost millions of dollars. And they are using those perhaps at a rapid rate right now because the Iranians are firing missiles and drones at the same time. And some of these missiles are very, very difficult to take down. Also, the drones too are very difficult to take down as well. I do not know how this benefits the USA. I have no clue, no idea. But I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this to understand why on earth would the US took part in this campaign here. And something which I found quite new here now. Do you realize that there are no ground invasion anymore? You realize that type of war is over with? Those days are over when some guy come on your soil with boots on the ground and to, order you around in your country. Unless you are a small little country who doesn't have any power, like, you're in a Caribbean island or in Africa or something like that. Right now, you see that this war here is pretty much an air war. It's an air campaign that's going on. Air Force, as we know it, is quite different from what it used to be. There used to be guys flew over your country and drop bombs on you. This is quite different right now. The radar installations, that's can actually take down planes and so forth, and you can shoot down planes and all that. So it's like a whole different type of war is fighting now. You don't have to invade the other guy's country. You can stay in your country and actually let that guy feel pain over there. That's what's going on here with this, American, Israel, Iran war right now. For the first time, the U.S. and is actually, feeling some type of pain. Not all the way, because of course the Iranians are never gonna fire a missile over here to to America. But those bases that's close to the Iranian borders, they can actually inflict some damage like they are doing. So war is not what it used to be. The whole thing changed. It's different now. So we are entering a new era right now of ear ear warfare. And I think in the future, planes are gonna be out of commission. It's gonna be missile versus missile firing back at each other, right? Because this is where we are going now. But that was a quick little update I want to give on the war. So I'm gonna get out of here, because I'm trying to understand what's really going on here with this. But Ryan here with a new video. Looking forward to see you soon, a brand new video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And comment down below. Appreciate y'all. Thank you very much for being here. Take care and bye for now. Well, we're gonna be following up with this war that's going on in the Middle East, because it doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it. Lots of destruction is going on all over the place. Who is right, who is wrong? It doesn't even matter anymore. It's just that who can stop this nonsense from continuing. All right.